The tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. Malcolm Gladwell. You are familiar with tipping points. We guarantee it. Think of a glass of water sitting in a freezer. It is water at 37 degrees, 36, 35, and so on, right up until it hits 32 degrees. Then something happens. It hits a tipping point, freezes, and changes from a liquid to a solid. This is an obvious example, but what about something like shoes? There are thousands of styles of shoes made each year by hundreds of different brands. What distinguishes between a shoe that sells 1,000 pairs and one that hits mainstream conscious and sells millions? In the mid-1990s, an old-fashioned type shoe called Hush Puppies went from obscurity to a mainstream hit in just a few years. In Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell solves the mystery of how this could happen. Gladwell says that most social trends spread similarly to a virus and share three key factors which can be reliably predicted. The book focuses on the factors that push ideas and products to the tipping point that can result in a social epidemic. The first of these factors is the law of the few. To start a social epidemic, most products or ideas need a few very key type of people to play a part as superinfectors that generate most of the spread. The first type is the connector. These people know everyone and spread the word to huge groups of people in a wide range of social circles and interests. Next up are the mavens. Instead of knowing everyone, these people seem to know everything. Not only do they love to gather and research information, but they are the people that friends come to when needing advice on purchases, ideas, or concepts. Often, mavens are the ones that will give connectors their information. And the last type is salespeople. You may have heard of a product from a maven or a connector, but the salesperson is able to influence you to buy or to change your opinion or behavior. The second factor is the stickiness factor. You know the songs or the jingles from commercials that seem permanently stuck in your head? Have you started to watch a TV show to look at the clock after a little while and realize 5 hours have gone by? These are perfect examples of something that is sticky. If you want to determine if an idea or a product is sticky, there are 10 critical factors that help a product to become sticky. Uniqueness, aesthetics, association, engagement, excellence, expressive value, functional value, nostalgic value, personification, and cost. Stickiness is often counterintuitive too. Often the stickiest ideas and content are simple, cheesy, or really unoriginal, yet they become wildly popular. The final factor is the power of context. Even if the first two factors are present, it might not be enough to cause a trend or a product to tip if the context isn't right. This could mean that the environment is wrong, or it's a few years too early or too late, but the context must be right for something to tip. Gladwell believes that the power of context was at play in New York in the early 90s when they saw a dramatic decrease in crime rates in the subway. At that time, key figures in New York put forth major initiatives to paint over graffiti and keep subway stations clean. They also cracked down on infractions like littering, graffiti, and public urination. Within a few years, crime in New York had drastically reduced. While not definitively the source of the reduction, Gladwell points out that the improvement in the environment helped to lead to the tipping point that so significantly reduced crime. The tipping point is the magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. A trend's likelihood of taking off depends on the type of people who support it, the stickiness of the idea or the product, and the overall context of the situation. Thanks for watching. Got a book, article, or saying that you'd like us to animate? Leave your suggestions down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, we'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more summaries and mental upgrades.